Alright boys, welcome back to the video. In this video, I'm actually back in Dubai yet again. I was for Christmas like home for a few weeks, but now we're back. Funny thing is, Andrew Tate is literally actually my neighbor. Let me show you something. So right here, this is where Andrew Tate bought his apartment. $15 million Pagani apartment right here.
We can make it like a world, and we can start like from South America.
And I literally live in here. So that's pretty insane that Andrew Tate is my neighbor. But today I just wanted to talk about a few common mistakes I see a lot of people doing, especially agency owners, kind of looking to grow a business, that is really just kind of keeping them stuck and they just really can't scale, right? Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Marco. I scaled my own agency in the roofing niche from about 0 to 30K a month, roughly in like 30 to 40 days. And after just struggling for like 2.5 years, I'm talking making no money at all, like working the entire day, like working my ass off for no money at all because I just didn't know how this stuff would work, right? And I'm 19 right now, and I mean, we're in Dubai right now, so worked out in the end though, right? Now, that being said, number one thing I've seen even with myself, now looking back on my own progress, that just kept me stuck for such a long period of time, is just really limiting beliefs. That's such a big thing. Now, I know this might seem kind of like generic and whatnot, so let me explain this. So, limiting beliefs are things you have in your head that are not true. So you believe things that just don't serve you. Like as an example with me personally, I used to believe that I was terrible at sales. I couldn't close for shit. Nobody wanted my product, which just kept me stuck. Nobody wanted to buy my shit from me then, right? And it's the exact same thing right now. And so I had to like shift my beliefs around, kind of have subliminals playing in my head, just really kind of change my own beliefs. This is not easy to do, but if you have the right tools, you can really change your beliefs around, and therefore you will really get anything you want in your life, which is pretty awesome, right? I'm actually doing this exact same thing right now as I'm kind of launching this kind of coaching offer. It's kind of a one-on-one coaching. I'm kind of like having to go through the same process again, kind of changing my beliefs around that can actually help people, and people want to buy my stuff and all that stuff, right? So it's kind of a work in progress. You will have to always really do this. So if you can like really master changing your beliefs once, you'll be pretty much set for life. So here's one thing you can do right now is kind of just sit down, analyze your own thinking patterns, analyze if you have been not progressing recently and you're kind of maybe falling even back. Like just analyze what have you been kind of, I guess, thinking in your head, right? It's crazy how this stuff works, right? People just think that you can believe things and they won't harm you, but yes, they fucking do. If you believe the wrong things, like you will fuck your life up. It's literally how this stuff works, right? I used to believe that money's difficult to come by. Money is like evil and all that stuff. And guess how much money I made? Nothing, because I had the like wrong beliefs, right? So what you need to do is you need to like reprogram yourself, right? This is what everybody's missing. Everybody who starts a new business in agencies, especially, they're coming from school, they're coming from a 9-to-5 job. And obviously they have limiting beliefs because they just don't know any better, right? They come from a poor household, from a shitty 9-to-5. Like, of course, you're gonna drag those beliefs in there as well. So you need to, first of all, change all of those beliefs. You do it by subliminals, by visualization, and just really imagining yourself as the person you want to be. That's so important, right? If you do these 3 things, you will slowly start to like shift and change your own identity as well as reality. And therefore, all those good things will also change, right? Also, one super important thing as well, you need to be hitting the numbers. You need to be really doing a good amount of volume when you do outreach, if you do sales calls, all that stuff. Like minimum nowadays, I want to have at least 10 sales calls on my calendar every single day, or I'm panicking, right? If I have less than 10 sales calls on my calendar every single day for myself, I'm entering a panic mode. So because the whole thing is, to make a lot of money, you need a lot of sales calls, you need a lot of appointments and a lot of clients. If you don't have these things, then you just won't make any money as well, right? That's just how it works. So like volume makes everything better. If you have a good amount of volume, if you do the reps, and if you have people to sell to, if you have people that are interested in your product, even if you have limiting beliefs, even if you have no skills at all, you will still make money because you can put in the reps. You have the opportunity to make money, right? So you will make it happen. So volume is so important, right? Because even with this new business, I kind of realized it myself. I can't be doing like 1 or 2 YouTube videos a week. I need to be doing like 1 like every day ideally, right? Just bump up the volume, man, and you will get there like 10 times as fast. The thing is, let's say I make like 1 YouTube video per week with this new business right now, right? And it takes me 1 year to make $1 million. If I do 1 video every day, then I will make like 7 times that. So why not just do more, right? That's how we have to think about it. If you do 100 cold calls per day, you will sign 1 client a week. If you do 500 cold calls per day with the help of some setters or VAs or whatever, you will sign like 5 times the amount, you know? So just scale it up, bro. That's literally how you scale a business. Just do more of what's working. That's literally how you do it. Also, like one thing that kept me super stuck for such a long period of time is because I just was in my broke, shitty environment in Germany, bro. Just stayed in the hometown, stayed in the room that I grew up in when I was since like 11, where I like gooned in, where I had so many bad things, like smoked in there, played video games, like depressed state, like things after what you have to imagine. All that kind of past is like just combined into that one single room, meaning it's just a bad aura. Meaning if I'm in my room and it's just kind of all these bad past things, then even if I kind of think I changed myself, I'm a new person, those things are like a pendulum. It's gonna try to hook into me and just like suck my energy essentially, right? Which is just not gonna happen. So this is the reason I just came out here, so I can just like change my environment. I was here in Dubai, actually. I was here about like 1.5 months ago with like 2 or 3 of my buddies, and we had a blast. Like we just, it was probably like the best time of my life. We like rented Lambos, we went on like yachts, like all sorts of crazy shit. And now I'm back again because I just want this feeling again. Things like when you come to Dubai, the second you land, you literally instantly feel different. It is so fucking insane. I can't really describe it, but the aura just changes here. The aura this place has is just so insane. So even if you have like 10 grand to your name, come here. Or if you can't, just go somewhere like, let's say even like Thailand or Bali or something. I'm not that fond of those places because they're kind of like broken land in a sense. But for the start, they're not too bad, right? But the thing is, you need to change your environment. If you don't, you are gonna be super cooked. So just do it. And also here as well, I'm in this building and I'll be like meeting like a bunch of like cool people, a bunch of like business owners, entrepreneurs in my age, in my industry that I can just connect with. Like that is like so motivating if you have just similar people to you that you can interact with, especially in this kind of realm where it's kind of not difficult, but it's kind of rarer to find people that are doing the same thing, right? Because I can be in my hometown in Germany and I will not find a single person who like does the same thing as I do. I think there's like 30,000 people living there and like nobody has even thought of running a business probably when it comes to like online stuff. What I also see a lot of times with like newer agency owners is they chase things. They want to like with force kind of like get it, you know? That's not how you do this stuff. Nowadays, like if I find myself in this state where I want to like get things with force, like you will repel those things from you, because it's the same thing with, for example, like if you chase a cat, it's gonna run away, but if you attract it with, let's say, food or fish or something, it's gonna come to you, right? It's the same thing as well. Or let's say if you have a garden, like and there was like another analogy with like butterflies in a garden, right? If you can't kind of catch butterflies, but if you have a garden, they're gonna come or something, right? It's the same premise here. If you just put yourself in a frequency that is positive and you kind of just are positive at all times, and you already think, if you're able to get yourself in a positive state where you attract things, where you're not chasing things, but rather you're effortlessly kind of getting them, right? You will be getting them. Because if you're always trying to go with like force and all that stuff, like you're just gonna burn out, man. Like, I mean, been there, done that. It's just not very fun. So you need to absolutely change your frequency. And so to do that, you can't be in your same frequency, you can't be in the same environment, you need to leave that place ASAP. Like, I know I kind of like sound like a broken record here, but if I can just like give you one piece of advice, is just like fucking get out of your fucking hometown. It's so fundamental, but it will make you so much more fucking money. So just please, for the love of your own progress, do it if you want to progress. So I guess that's the video. I just wanted to like yap about a few things I feel like are super important when it comes to like growing your business at the start, especially in SMMA, because if I knew these things, I would be probably way further ahead. But those are the things, right? If you have any more questions, just feel free to like drop a comment or DM me on Instagram. Always happy to help. And other than that, I'll talk to you in the next one, and talk soon.